Namo Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namne Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Pashatte Starine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare. Okay, so last class we did on the Anti Narayana Smriti, that was the Bhakti Vriksha class. So today we will do the continuation of Bhagavad Gita. I think we did 8 point till 8.7. We'll continue with 8.8. Sorry, not 8.8. It is 8.7. Yeah, this one. Yeah, any devotees who want to recite this verse, please unmute yourself.
8.7, Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can chant.
Yes, please.
Tasma sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhya mayyarpita mano buddhir mame vaishyasya samshayaka. Translation by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anybody would like to read the purport? Purport is also small and it's nice.
I will continue.
Yeah, that's one of you.
Purport. This instruction to Arjuna is very important for all men engaged in material activities. The Lord does not say that one should give up his prescribed duties or engagements. One can continue them and at the same time think of Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna. This will free one from material contamination and engage the mind and intelligence in Krishna. By chanting Krishna's names, one will be transferred to the supreme planet Krishna Loka without a doubt. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. So very important message, the conclusion by Krishna. Conclusion is, we should always remember Krishna. Why? So that we can remember Krishna at the time of death. Why should we remember Krishna at the time of death? If we remember Krishna at the time of death, we will go back to his abode and we will get his nature. And why should we get his nature? Can anybody say, why should we get his nature? Are we not happy with our own nature? Can anybody say that? Why should we get similar nature to that of Krishna?
To get rid of this repeated birth and death, the cycle of birth and death, Prabhuji.
To get rid of the cycle of repeated cycle of birth and death, the ignorance and the sadness, the mixture of happiness and sadness that we have in this material world.
Birth, death, old age and disease.
Birth, death, old age and disease. To get rid of this cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. To get rid of this miseries. Yeah, the threefold miseries. To get rid of the threefold miseries, right? And to get rid of the ignorance, we have to get the nature of Krishna. To get the nature of Krishna and to transfer ourselves to Krishna Loka, his personal abode, the conclusion by Krishna is we have to remember Krishna at the time of death. And that is possible if we always remember him. Therefore, Krishna is saying, we should always think of me in form of Krishna, at the same time carry out your prescribed duty. So actually a lot of people somehow seem to think that Krishna consciousness will make people less efficient or less productive or something like that. It's not a fact. You see, even in the Mahabharata, it's the best of the warriors, right? The Pandavas, Arjuna, for example, so such a talented warrior, Bhima, such a talented warrior, and Yudhishthira Maharaj, they were all very powerful kings. Yudhishthira Maharaj was able to expand his kingdom from that Khandav Vanas. He made Indraprastha and he made it into a very big kingdom, and later he expanded into the entire earth. And Ambarish Maharaj also, Prithu Maharaj. The devotees are not necessary that, it's not a retirement. Taking to devotional life doesn't mean retiring from material activities. That's not necessarily true. The point is, whatever material activities that we may be doing, we can continue to do them while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We chant our Hare Krishna Mahamantra wherever possible, and especially with a fixed number of rounds, we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and then we become eligible to go back to Godhead. That's it. It's as simple as that. It's a very simple instruction by Krishna. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhya cha. You see, this is a very wonderful context Krishna is giving. Krishna is delivering Bhagavad Gita. He is not telling Bhagavad Gita in an ashram. The Bhagavad Gita is more often studied in ashrams, no doubt. But Krishna is not delivering it in an ashram. He is not delivering it to a sannyasi. Right? He's not saying somebody, like people seem to think, oh, you have started chanting. That means you're going to give up everything now. That's not true. That's not true at all, because Krishna is giving Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and after this Kurukshetra war, Yudhishthira Maharaj became the king, and Arjuna and other Pandavas were assisting him in taking care of the kingdom until Krishna leaves the planet, and at that point of time they will retire and they will go back to Godhead. So it's not necessarily true that Krishna consciousness means giving up everything. The point is Mam Anusmara Yudhyacha. It's a balance. You do your activities. While you're doing your activities, remember Krishna. As simple as Mam Anusmara Yudhyacha. Two things at the same time. Okay? Worship Krishna, and that is chant your Hare Krishna Mahamantra, chant your rounds, remember Krishna in the form of mantra, and you do your duties. As simple as that. This is the only thing that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given. Right? So Krishnera samsara kari chadi anachar. You continue to do your samsara. That is whatever your material activities that you have, you do it. Just give up the unwanted activities. Unwanted activities doesn't mean giving up your prescribed duties. Prescribed duties can be continued to be done. Unwanted activities like breaking 4 regulative principles, that kind of sinful activities must be given up. That's it. Other than that, it's business as usual. Okay, so that way we can remember Krishna all the time, and then if we do like that, if we chant the names of Krishna, we can transfer ourselves to Krishna Loka without any doubt. So because here Krishna is saying Mam eva ishyasi. Mam eva ishyasi means, Mam means me, Eva means surely, Ishyasi means you will attain, Mam eva ishyasi means we will go to Krishna Loka. Asamshayaha is qualifying and saying asamshaya, without a doubt. Definitely we can go back to God. This is the process. The process is, you can summarize the entire Bhagavad Gita in this verse, Tasmat Sarvesh. The process is this. Just take to Krishna consciousness, chant your rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, and do your activities, whatever prescribed duties you have. That's it. That's it. As simple as that. Let's see. How should we worship Krishna? How should we worship Krishna? Let's see. 8.8. Who wants to read this?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, may I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Abhyasa yoga yuktena cetasa nanagamina paramam purusham divyam yati pasanu chintayan. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada teacher. He who meditates on me as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path. He, O Partha, is sure to reach me. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. So here Krishna is saying Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena Chetasa Nanya Gamina. Okay, let us go through the Siddha names here. Okay. Abhyasa Yoga, in the practice of meditation, Yuktena, being engaged, Chetasa, by the mind and intelligence, Na Anyagamina, without their being deviated. Paramam, the Supreme, Purusham, personality of Godhead, Divyam, transcendental, Yati, achieves, Partha, O son of Pritha, Anuchintayan, constantly thinking of. So we have to meditate upon Krishna. Okay, we have to meditate upon Krishna. It's called as, meditation of Krishna is very powerful process. Okay, it's called Yadanodhyasina Yukta Karma Grandhini Bandhanam Chindanti ko vidastasya ko na kurvat katharatihi. That means meditation upon Krishna or meditation upon the lotus feet of Krishna is like a sword. It's like a very sharp sword. It can cut the knots of material existence. It is such a powerful sword. So we have to meditate upon Krishna and we have to constantly remember Krishna. Then we can definitely reach Krishna. Okay, that's the process. Okay, this is a very important purport. So let's not miss it, because Srila Prabhupada is going to explain to us how to meditate upon Krishna. Okay, there is a special type of meditation. It's called as a mantra meditation. Okay, let's discuss this mantra meditation from this purport. I would like any devotee to please read this.
Can I read Prabhuji the purport?
Yes, Mats.
Purport. In this verse, Lord Krishna stresses the importance of remembering him. One's memory of Krishna is revived by chanting the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna. By this practice of chanting and hearing the sound vibration of the Supreme Lord, one's ear, tongue, and mind are engaged. This mystic meditation is very easy to practice, and it helps one to attain the Supreme Lord. Purusham means enjoyer. Although living entities belong to the marginal energy of the Supreme Lord, they are in material contamination. They think themselves enjoyers, but they are not the supreme enjoyer. Here it is clearly stated that the supreme enjoyer is the supreme personality of Godhead in his different manifestations and plenary expansions as Narayana, Vasudeva, etc. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Should I go?
Yes, Mataji. Anybody wants to continue from here?
May I?
Yes, please go ahead.
The devotee can constantly think of the object of worship, the Supreme Lord, in any of his features, Narayana, Krishna, Rama, etc., by chanting Hare Krishna. This practice will purify him, and at the end of his life, due to his constant chanting, he will be transferred to the kingdom of God. Yoga practice is meditation on the super soul within. Similarly, by chanting Hare Krishna, one fixes his mind always on the Supreme Lord. The mind is fickle, and therefore it is necessary to engage the mind by force to think of Krishna. One example often given is that of the caterpillar that thinks of becoming a butterfly and so is transformed into a butterfly in the same life. Similarly, if we constantly think of Krishna, it is certain at the end of our lives we shall have the same bodily constitution as Krishna. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much. So now, devotees, I would like you to summarize and tell me, what is this speciality of this mantra meditation? Can anybody say about this? Okay, so Krishna is saying, meditate upon me. And how to meditate upon Krishna, Prabhupada is giving here. That is, if you want to meditate upon Krishna, you have to remember Krishna, isn't it? If you have to meditate upon somebody or if you want to meditate upon Krishna, you have to remember Krishna. How will you remember Krishna? So constant remembrance of Krishna is possible by chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. And when you chant, the different organs, your mouth is getting engaged, your ears and your tongue, right? Your tongue, ear and mind, three things are getting engaged, isn't it? When you chant, you should make sure that your ear is hearing. You should not chant mechanically. You should hear clearly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Clearly hear. You utter each and every syllable very clearly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and you hear each and every syllable clearly. So that is how your mouth is getting engaged, your tongue is getting engaged, your ears are getting engaged. And slowly over time, okay, it's not an artificial practice, but automatically you will remember the pastimes of the Lord. Okay, that happens naturally. You don't have to force yourself to remember Krishna. You don't have to force yourself to remember the pastimes of Krishna. As you chant a lot of times and as you keep hearing about the pastimes of the Lord, automatically as soon as you start chanting, you'll start remembering different qualities of the Lord. You'll start thinking about Krishna, and naturally you'll be completely, you're engaging your mind in Krishna consciousness. You'll completely switch from material world activities to spiritual world, spiritual kind of activities, because you'll be thinking about Krishna. This is the perfect, if you chant like this is the proper technique of chanting. You have to perfectly chant like this. This is called as the mantra meditation, or this is the perfect meditation. See, there is another type of meditation which Krishna explains in the 6th chapter, which is the meditation upon the super soul. So this meditation upon the super soul is dhyana yoga. That means, we are, so actually, let me clarify you very clearly, okay? So yoga system means only one thing. It means to meditate upon the four-handed form of Lord Krishna. That is the Lord Vishnu's form, who is present in our heart. Lord Vishnu is present as super soul in our hearts. To meditate upon him, to meditate upon the super soul, it is called as yoga. Nothing else is called yoga. Okay, if we miss this point, then it's not yoga at all. Okay, we have completely missed it. Okay, the yogis, they are constantly meditating. The ultimate destination or ultimate source of meditation for yogis is not candles. It's not pyramids. It's not anything weird. It's not bulbs or anything like that. Okay, like the weird systems that are coming out today. It's completely destroying the fabric of yoga. It's like completely spoiling the original purpose of yoga. The purpose of yoga is to meditate upon Lord Krishna, Lord Vishnu, the four-handed form of Lord Vishnu, super soul, Paramatma. Because when you do yoga, what happens is, it is Paramatma, Paramatma realization. When you control your mind and meditate upon the Lord Vishnu, we attain to Paramatma, right? And then it's called as a Shat Chakra Yoga. Shat Chakra Yoga means activating the 6 centers, okay, 6 chakras, you see. And then it is described in Srimad Bhagavatam how Dhritarashtra, he did that, at the time of leaving his body, he meditated, and he was able to bring about his 6 chakras, activated his 6 chakras, and he brought out his the life air, and he brings it out of the Sahasrara chakra, and the yogi projects it. This is the process of yoga. Okay, this is the yoga process, right? So if we miss that, then there's something definitely wrong. Okay, I mean, if we are doing some practice in the name of yoga and saying I'm burning my fat, then completely we have deviated from the Shat Chakra Yoga. The purpose of the Shat Chakra Yoga, to attain the super soul, that is to project our life air out of the Sahasrara chakra, the way yogis are supposed to be doing. I mean, from that goal to burning fat and keeping oneself fit, it's completely gone. Okay, this is completely, I would say, misuse of the system, right? For example, I would say there was one person who was using Shaligram Shila for breaking badam. With the badam, you see, he did not know Shaligram Shila is using as a stone. Somebody is using Shaligram Shila as a weight, 1 kilo weight. I mean, that's like such a stupid use of thing, isn't it? Shaligram Shila is worshipable. It has got a higher purpose. The purpose is, it is Lord himself, and it is worshipable object. It is not meant for breaking badam, or it is not meant for taking weights. Similarly, yoga system is like that, right? Yoga system is not a cheap system for burning fat. Now, anyways, coming back, that yoga system is about Paramatma realization, super soul realization, worshipping the four-handed form of Lord Vishnu. Now, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is better than that. How? It is also meditation. It is mantra meditation. And then, how it is a better meditation is like we are focusing on the two-handed form of Lord Krishna, right? And then the realization that we are going to get by doing Hare Krishna Maha Mantra chanting is Bhagavan realization. We have 3 types of realization: Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, and Bhagavan realization, right? By doing Shat Chakra Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, we get Paramatma realization. But by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is very special. It is said, Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. This mantra has been imported from Golok Vrindavan, right? So sometimes, we import stuff from the other countries, right? Some nice stuff, from India, we export spices, traditionally, and foreign countries take spices and silk from us, and we import some nice things from them, electronics or something like that. This is not from other country, it's from the other world. It's from the spiritual world. and it is from Golok Brindavana. Golokera Premadhana. It's Golokera Premadhana. It's a wealth of Golok Vrindavan. Just like we have got this Govardhana Puja yesterday. Govardhan is from spiritual world. Govardhan Puja is very important because Govardhan is from spiritual world. And we are worshipping that Govardhan which is from the spiritual world. And Lord has performed so many pastimes on that Govardhan. It's very close to the heart of Lord Krishna. Similarly, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is very close to Krishna. It is actually same as Krishna. It's non-different from Krishna, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Just like we take the shelter of Govardhan, all the residents of Vrindavana have taken the shelter of Govardhan. When Indra was attacking, what did all the residents do? They all took the shelter of Govardhan. Right? We also have to take the shelter of the holy names of Krishna, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And it will save us from this material world. So it's a very simple process, but a very powerful and a sublime process. Chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is the perfect meditation system. It is Bhagavan realization, and it can take us back to Godhead in the sense that it can actually take us straight back to Golok Vrindavan. Not even any Vaikuntha planets, but we are going to go back straight to the Golok Vrindavan. It's the topmost abode of Krishna we can go. So this is a very, very wonderful process, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself has chanted this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? So, yeah, that's about it. Coming back to our topic, it's a very easy process. It says here Purusham. It says Paramam Purusham Divyam. Krishna is Parama Purusha. Purusha means enjoyer. The only enjoyer is Krishna. We are all not Purusha. We are not enjoyer. We are enjoyed. We are the Shakti. We are the energy. We are the marginal potency of Lord Krishna. And He is the only enjoyer. So we have to remember that. When we are talking about Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, it is not a light. A lot of commentators try to, pull people away from Krishna, trying to just abstract Krishna as a light or something impersonal. It is not. It's very clear here. It says Paramam Purusham. Purusham means it's a person, personality. It's a supreme personality of Godhead. God is a person. God is not any impersonal light. God is not without hands, not without legs. He is not like that, how the impersonal is described. Clearly Krishna is saying Paramam Purusham Divyam. He is Divyam for sure. He is not material. He is transcendental Purusha. He is a person. He is a personality. Okay. So we all have to think that Krishna is the enjoyer. We should not think we are the enjoyer. The Supreme Lord is enjoyer. And then very interesting thing. It said that you can think about Krishna in any forms, any of his features. Narayana, Krishna, Rama, all of these features are Vishnu Tattva. You can think of the features of the Lord as Narayana, as Krishna or Rama, and then you can chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is the process of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, this is how we can fix our mind on Krishna. And let me come back. Give me a minute. Okay, interesting thing here. Okay, it said about the transformation of the caterpillar. Okay, we studied about this in our childhood. So it is said in the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Okay, caterpillar, butterfly, caterpillar. I mean, if you look at it physically, it may appear caterpillar is looking like a worm, right? And butterfly is a beautiful, flying insect. Both of their bodies look very different. So it is said, in the Vedas, it is said that, the caterpillar thinks of the butterfly, and that's how it gets transformed into butterfly in the same lifetime. Similarly, we have to think about Krishna constantly by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Simply chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is very important verse because chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra is being stressed in this. Chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is stressed. In the actually entire chapter, Prabhupada stresses on this chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra because we have to understand why we are chanting this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Okay, we try to do something very big. Okay, our goal is that we want to be able to get same bodily constitution as Krishna. We want to get same bodily constitution as Krishna. That is Satchidananda. We want to get our original spiritual form. We don't want to repeat this birth and death. We don't want to repeat this suffering, this material world of miseries. Okay, we don't want to do that. That's why we are doing this. And then now Krishna is going to explain more detail. Okay, this is going to be very interesting. Krishna said, Paramam Purusham Divyam Nanupartani Chintayan. Now Krishna is going to explain how we should meditate upon Krishna. I mean, how exactly we should think of God, Krishna. Because a lot of people have different views about Krishna. But if you want to understand about Krishna, you have to hear from him himself. He himself can say who he is, because nobody knows about him. Except for Krishna, nobody knows about him. Right? Also, he himself has to reveal the knowledge. So here he is revealing how we should meditate. What is about Krishna? Okay, let's see. Okay, I would like to request one of you to read this.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Mataji.
It's a different meteor, right?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji.
Savim Puranam Anushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusparedyah Sarvasya Dataramachintya Rupam Adityavarnam Tamasah Parastat.
You can please read the synonyms also, Mataji.
Synonyms. Kavim, the one who knows everything. Puranam, the oldest. Anushasitaram, the controller. Anoha, than the atom. Aniyamsam, smaller. Anusmaret, always thinks of. Yaha, one who. Sarvasya, of everything. Dataram, the maintainer. Achintya, inconceivable. Rupam, whose form. Aditya Varnam, luminous like the sun. Tamasaha, to darkness. Parastat, transcendental. Translation, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as the one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and he is the transcendental beyond this material nature.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for the opportunity. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So here is a very nice verse. Kavim Puranam Anushashitaram Anoraniyamsam Anusmaredyah Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. When we are meditating, first of all, let's try to understand who is Krishna. Okay, a lot of people try to understand Krishna in a different ways, but most of them get wrongly. Let us clearly understand who is Krishna. Okay, we all understand. Okay, Krishna is the the cowherd boy of Vrindavana, born to Devaki Devi, and later came to Mathura, right? And then later, he came to Vrindavana from Mathura, and then later he went back to Mathura. He killed his maternal uncle Kamsa, and later he moved his capital to Dwaraka, and then he was assisting Pandavas in the Kurukshetra war, and later he winded his pastimes. Actually, we have to very clearly understand, first of all, who is Krishna. Okay, a lot of people have this objection and have a confusion that, oh, Krishna is somebody from Dwapar Yuga. So how can he be Supreme Personality of God? First of all, let us understand Krishna is not a person who is taken birth in the family of Yadavas. No, he does not belong to the Yadavas. Of course, we call him Yadava Kula Bhushana, Yadukula Bhushana, Yadukula Nandana. But it is like, it is said Malayasyaiva Chandana. Malayasyaiva Chandana means in the earlier days, there used to be a land of Malaya. People say it is most likely Malaysia, which was traditionally producing sandalwood. And sandalwood was grown there, and it was exported all over the world. And it was very well known, Malayasyaiva Chandanam. In the Vedas, we see a lot of references about sandalwood grown in the lands of Malaya. Now, just because sandalwood has been grown in the lands of Malaya doesn't mean that sandalwood is Malaya's Chandana. Malayasyevachan. You don't say that it is Malaysian sandalwood. Right? Sandalwood is sandalwood. It can be grown in Bangalore or Hyderabad or in Malaysia or Malaya, or wherever it is. Sandalwood is sandalwood. Similarly, Krishna is Krishna. Whether he is born in the Yadukula or whether he is born in any Kula, Raghukula, Raghuvamsa or Yaduvamsa, he may be coming, but he is always the same. He is the unborn Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let us all understand this very clearly. Krishna is Aja, unborn. He never takes birth. He is not the son of Devaki. We say Devaki Putraha, right? But it appears as if he is Devaki Putra, but he is not. He is not son of anybody. He doesn't have any father. He doesn't have any mother. In fact, he is the father and mother for the entire creation. And that Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the father and mother of the universe, has kindly agreed to become the child of Devaki Devi, so that he can perform the pastimes in the Vrindavana, in the childhood pastimes, so that he can reciprocate with this Yashoda Devi, right, and Nanda Maharaj. They were two great devotees. They have performed 60,000 years of tapasya for the sake of the Lord, requesting Lord to become their son. And he wants to reciprocate that love, because they have worshipped so much, they have done so much of tapasya, that they wanted Lord to become their child. So Lord is ready to reciprocate. He's ready to become lover, he's ready to become a son, he's ready to become a child, all of that. But let us understand very clearly, he is not a child. Krishna is not a human being. Krishna is not a human being at all. Human being cannot kill, a demon like Putana at the age of 6. A human being cannot, show the entire universe in the mouth. Krishna opened his mouth and he showed the entire universe inside his mouth to Yashoda Devi. A human being cannot lift the hill like Govardhana, on his little finger for 7 days and 7 nights. Right? A human being cannot do all of these tasks. Okay, these are all some supernatural, impossible tasks that the Supreme Lord does. This is called Amoga Leela. The kind of pastimes that Lord does, they're unimitatable. Nobody in the universe, no human being or no Devata can imitate these pastimes. Whatever Krishna does. So Krishna, for example, in the Rasa Leela pastime, he has expanded himself into so many millions and millions of forms. You see, when and Krishna, they were. It is said that they were crores of gopis, and he expanded into crores of forms. A human being cannot do this. And that night, that Rasa Leela night, he expanded it from 12 hours to 1 day of Brahma, 1 night of Brahma. 1 night of Brahma is 430 crore years. He expanded the time. No human being can do this. Please understand this. Krishna is not a human being. First, let us understand this very clearly. If Krishna was a human being, why will we call him Bhagavan? He is Shadaishwarya Purna. He is full of 6 opulences. He is full of strength. He is full of beauty. He is full of renunciation. He is full of knowledge. He is full of fame. Right? And he is full of strength. And he is the only worshipable object in the universe. And he is our original father. And he has the capacity, and he only has the capacity to deliver us. That's why he's called Mukunda. Only Krishna can give liberation, and nobody else in the universe can give liberation for us. So if that's clear, let's make that clear first. So that's what Bhagavad Gita, we have to first of all clear all these wrong conceptions that common public may have it, and they may think, okay, like how Dhritarashtra used to think about Krishna, maybe Gandhari has some opinion about Krishna. So many people have different opinions about Krishna. But our point is, what is the opinion of Vyasadeva? Vyasadeva is the original writer of the Vedas. He is the writer of the Vedanta Sutras. And it is said that Vyasadeva is the incarnation of Krishna. What is his opinion? What is the opinion of Markandeya Rishi? What is the opinion of Narada? What is the opinion of Asita, Devala, and all these great sages? Okay, their opinion is Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. And Pandavas, everybody knew this. The Supreme Lord is going to descend. The Supreme Lord is going to descend. That's it. Okay. So why we are talking about this so much here is that When we are meditating upon Krishna, we should never mistake Krishna to be one of the gods. It's like, okay, we have so many alternatives, we have different gods. Here is Krishna, who is one of the gods. We should never think like that. Okay, he is the supreme personality of Godhead. So he may have appeared in the Dwapara Yuga. That does not make him any less. Just because he has appeared in Dwapara Yuga, we cannot say Dwapara Yuga is like 1, 2, 3, third Yuga. Oh, so he has appeared only in the third Yuga, so he is not supreme. That is not the way to calculate. Okay, that's not the way. If the Vedas say that, this is the Supreme Lord, we have to accept it. You cannot calculate, okay, whether he has come in the Dwapara Yuga or whether he has come in the Treta Yuga. This is all stupid calculations. These calculations, this is called speculation. We should leave the speculation. Whatever the Vedas say authority, it is the fact. If the father says, if the mother says, here is your father, then we have to accept it. Vyasdev, who is the author of the Vedas, he is saying, here is Krishna, Supreme Lord. We have to accept it. Lord Brahma, creator of the universe, he is saying, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. Lord Brahma is saying Krishna is the Supreme Lord. We have to accept it. So there is no speculation. We should not speculate and not entertain any other thoughts. Nanya Gamina. Don't entertain any other thought than to understand that Krishna is the God. That's all. Why Krishna? God himself has come. We should understand it like this, that once in the day of Brahma, that means once in 430 crore years, actually 860 crore years, because once in the day of Brahma means 24 hours of Brahma. So once in the day of Brahma, 860 crore years, he descends to the universe. Every material universe he will come once. Only once he will come. One visit. Just like VIP visit, he will come once. So if he comes only once, that doesn't reduce his stature. Right? He is still the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. The kind of pastimes that Krishna has performed are like never before and ever after. He has never performed this kind of pastimes. Such kind of intimate pastimes he has performed. Right? So he has that the Supreme Lord who stays in the spiritual world, who is full of bliss, who is always surrounded by his pure devotees, he has himself descended. We should be happy and we should celebrate. Right? Rather than debate. We should be celebrating that, Supreme Lord has descended and he's performed such a nice pastimes in Vrindavan. So that we are able to discuss. He has given us Bhagavad Gita just 5,000 years ago. So that, we can liberate ourselves. So we just have to accept this simply as it is and not speculate anything here. Okay? Let's not speculate. So the point, coming back to the point, here is Krishna. We should meditate him as the person who knows everything. Krishna knows everything. He is not a human being. He is Supreme God. He knows the past, he knows the present, he knows the future. He cannot be controlled by anybody. He is not controlled by, simple, some people ask, this person has cursed Krishna, that person. Who can curse Krishna? Is it possible to curse Krishna? Krishna is God. How can we curse Krishna? It's a very stupid kind of an argument. To think that Gandhari cursed Krishna, that's why Krishna left his body. No, it is Brahma requested Krishna to come and Krishna has come, performed the pastimes and helped to relieve the burden of the Mother Earth, and he went back to his spiritual world as per his will. It is per his. If he wants to extend, if he wants to stay one more day, he will stay. He can stay. Nobody can stop him. It's not that somebody will come and curse Krishna and then you have to go now. It's not possible. Nobody can send Krishna. Nobody can call Krishna. Yes, we can call Krishna. That is possible. That happened actually. We can call Krishna, but that also, Advaita Acharya in the 500 years ago, he saw that this is what is happening. Okay, see, such a simple knowledge. It's so clear. We are reading Bhagavad Gita, shloka after shloka, and Krishna is explaining every verse that I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and still people are not able to understand. This is the problem. Krishna is explaining in each and every verse that my devotional service, become my devotee, I am the Supreme Lord. It's so simple and it's so clear. There's no confusion at all. But still people want to speculate. People want to say that Krishna is a light, Krishna is one of the gods, you can worship anybody and go back to Krishna. Krishna is just a wise person, Krishna is this, Krishna is that. So Krishna is saying they are all mudhoyam nabhijanati. Fools cannot understand me. So anybody who tries to speculate upon Krishna is a fool. Krishna is saying that. It's not me. Krishna is saying anybody who tries to speculate, who says that Krishna is a human being, Right? Avajananti ma muda manushim tanumasrita. If we say Krishna is human being, then we will be classified as a fool according to him. You should not say that Krishna is a human being. That itself is an offense. If we say Krishna is just a human being, avajananti ma muda manushim tanumasrita. Krishna is saying. If anybody says, Krishna is a human being, param janam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. They don't understand the supreme nature of Krishna. The supreme nature of Krishna is explained here, okay? The nature is this. That is, he is kavim puranam anusasitaram anoraniyan anusmaretyaha sarvasya dhataram achintya rupam adityavarnam tamasah parastat. That means he knows everything. He knows the present, past and future. He is Purana. He is Purana Purusha Govinda. He is the oldest person. God is the oldest person, but still he is Navayavvanam cha. When you see Krishna, he is full of youth. Did you see Krishna with white hair? Anybody here? Did you see any picture of Krishna with white hair or beard? We see Lord Brahma, like who is the grandsire, right? Who's like the great-grandfather. Great-grandfather is like with white hair. Okay, maybe that makes some sense. Okay, that, Brahma is very old. But Krishna is father of Brahma. Then he is older. He is the oldest. Then he should have a lot of white hair and white beard. No. He is Navayavvanam cha. He is always youthful. He is the Purana. He is the most oldest person in the universe. Beyond all the universes, he is older than all the Brahmas put together. He is the controller. Anusasitaram. He is the controller. He is the original controller. Anoraniyan is smaller than the smallest, larger than the largest. Both at the same time. So if you read Vishnu Sahasranama, you will see. He is the opposites. He is smaller than the smallest and larger than the largest. He is the oldest and yet he is very young. Okay, and he is the maintainer of everybody and everything. But yet, he appears as if he is a small kid maintained by Yashoda Devi. This maintainer of the universe is getting maintained by his devotees. That is his pastime. And he is completely beyond the material conceptions. Right? And he is inconceivable. We cannot understand who is Krishna. We cannot conceive him. Just like how we cannot understand what is Atma. Atma is inconceivable. The scientists cannot write any papers or do any experiments to find out what is Atma, the soul. Then Paramatma, the super soul, is beyond Atma. And Bhagavan, Krishna, is the source of Paramatma. Paramatma is a plenary portion, localized plenary portion of Krishna, Bhagavan. It is said that, Paramatma is a tiny feature of Bhagavan, Krishna. Then it's impossible for us to speculate who is Krishna. He is achintyam, inconceivable. And again, he is always a Purusham. Purusha means he is a person. Do not think, never ever think God is not a person. There are some people who are very, very argumentative, try to prove that God has no eyes. God has no hands. God has no legs. God has no body. Then why don't you just say that God is not there? They won't say. They'll say God is there, but he doesn't have eyes. He doesn't have legs. Then what is that? What is it that you're trying to say? Are you trying to say like Buddhist concept of shunya? No, Buddhists have a concept called shunya, nothingness. Everything is nothingness, shunya. So the same thing, the shunya concept that the impersonalists have brought and they put it to Brahman. Brahman is shunya. Meaning they just don't use the word shunya. Means they're just teaching Buddhism in the name of Vedas, these impersonalists. Here Krishna is a person, right? He's Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat. He's the source of the sun. The sun, the light of the sun is actually a reflection that's coming from Krishna. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that I am the light of the sun, right? Prabhasmi Shashi Suryayo. He is the light of the sun, he is the light of the moon, right? So let us see this. So here Prabhupada is saying here, first of all, okay, let's read this. The foremost point is that he is not impersonal. One cannot meditate on something impersonal or void. That is very difficult. But process of thinking on Krishna is very easy and factually stated here. First of all, he's saying he's a Purusha. Right? So, for example, he's saying, Kavim Purana Manushasitaram, he's saying, And he's actually a person. That's the first thing that we have to remember, that he's a person. Just like Rama and Krishna is a person, right? He's Kavi. Kavi means past, present, and future. He knows. He's the oldest personality. He's the origin of everything, because everything has come out from him. Yet, as a pastime, please understand this. All the universes have come out of him, and he's the oldest personality. Just to show who is God, he has come to here. Why he has come? Why did Krishna come to this universe? Just to show everybody, here is God. Here I am. See, I am God. So just say hi to all of us. He has actually come to here. Understand that, okay? He has no business in this material world. Because Lord Brahma and so many pure devotees have requested him, cried ardently, that's why he came. And I was talking about this, right? 500 years ago, I was talking about, I think last time. 500 years ago, Advaita Acharya was worshipped Lord Krishna with Shaligram Shila and Ganga and Tulsi. And he fervently prayed to Krishna, please come here. I mean, we are all, completely lost. You have come here, you have delivered Bhagavad Gita, but everybody is in complete delusion. They're doing some crazy things here. So in the name of religion, people are killing animals. People are doing some very tamasic activities in mode of darkness. And people are doing so many materialistic activities in the name of religion. And they're saying, okay, we are following Dharma, it is given in the Vedas, like that. And they've completely forgotten you. The original Supreme Person, your message, everybody forgot. And everybody is trying to make some speculation here. Some people are saying Krishna is a light, Krishna is not a person, Krishna is not. So please come and teach us. How do we worship you? So then he descended as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Advaita Acharya called him. Similarly, Krishna came because Lord Brahma called him. Otherwise, he has no business. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has descended and shown us how to worship Krishna. He has given this philosophy to us. Ramya Kachita Varavadhu Vargena Va Kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam Amalam Puranam Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayoho Dasa Dasanu Dasa. So that is like, very simple philosophy, that Krishna, who is the darling of the gopis, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srimad Bhagavatam is the Amala Purana, which is the highest, which is telling the highest truth of the Vedanta Sutras. And Vrindavana is unparalleled land of the Lord. And there is nothing which is equivalent of Vrindavana. So, and there is nobody, there is no devotee, or there is no worship, or there is no religion which matches the love of gopis for Krishna. The way gopis have worshipped Krishna is the highest standard of bhakti. This has been explained by Narada also in the Narada Bhakti Sutra. The best of the devotees are the gopis. It is a most selfless love, and it is a pure devotional service. That is the highest attainable position for any living entity. Right? So we have to understand. He is the supreme controller of the universe, and is maintainer and instructor of the humanity. And he has given us the Vedas. He has given us the Vedic culture. I mean, he is the central point of our Vedic culture. And I mean, the purpose of the Vedas is to understand Krishna. Veda is sarvair ahameva vedyo. The purpose of all this Vedic culture, the purpose of all the Hindu rituals that we are doing, everything is to remember Krishna better. Every rule that we do, every vrat, everything, all the Pitru Devata worship, all of that, everything, all the Upanishads, everything is for Veda is sarvair ahameva vedyo, to understand Krishna, to be able to remember Krishna better. That is why everything has, the yoga system has been given for remembering Krishna. The yajna system has been given to remember Krishna. Each and every ritual in our religion has been given to remember Krishna, and we have completely forgotten him. Right? That is the unfortunate thing. We have to remember Krishna. And as long as we forget him, we will be in Maya. So we can say that, we can continue to cheat ourselves and say, I'm very religious person, I'm doing this, that, this, that, this, that. But without Krishna consciousness, it's all completely useless. It's all completely useless, because we are going to come back to this material world again and again and again. So it's simply cheating ourselves and cheating others. That's it. So Krishna is smaller than the smallest. The living entity is 1/10,000 part of the tip of a hair. That is Atma. Paramatma is smaller than that. So he is in the heart of the soul. Super soul is in the heart of the soul. This is smaller than the soul. So he is smaller than the smallest, right? He is achintya, beyond our thinking, beyond our argument. He is not under our argument. We cannot argue about Krishna. Okay, we cannot understand who is Krishna. Okay, we just have to simply accept. If Krishna says matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya, that's the final verdict. It's a Veda Vakya. Krishna said it, that there is nothing beyond him. That's it. We accept it. So we should accept this, whatever is stated in the Vedas, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, they are all in one line. Okay, the Vedas, the Upanishads, Vedanta Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Satvika Puranas, they are all in one line of alignment. And any argument which is not in this line of arguments is just a Veda Virodha. That means it is opposite to the conclusions of the Vedas. And it is only meant for less intelligent people. Like Krishna said, he said, Kamaistaisya ritajnana yajante hi anya devata. So it is only for entertaining or just to keep the less intelligent people in religious principles. All of that kind of knowledge is there. But everything is in proper, perfect alignment of Bhagavad Gita, Prasthanatrayi it's called. We have the Vedanta Sutras, we have the Upanishads, we have the Bhagavad Gita, which are following the same thing, sometimes telling in a very abstract manner, Supreme Lord, or telling directly about the personality of God, but it's one and the same. Okay, so this is how our understanding should be. All right, so any questions? Any questions? Any questions, devotees?
Prabhuji, not a question, but just it came to our observation, and we had also discussed previously the size of the super soul. Here it is said that because of this, anoraniyam,
Yes.
aniyam, he's smaller than the smallest. He can enter into the atom and into the heart of the smallest. So here the size is mentioned as he can enter into the smallest, even an atom.
Right.
As super soul. So the size of the super soul is smaller than the size of the living entity. But in Bhagavatam, we came across, I think so, in the third canto, I think, that it is the size of the super soul is that of the size of the thumb.
10 inches, they say. Yeah,
Dasangula. So there's little, I get little confused because of that. Otherwise, everything is clear, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mats. Even I have this doubt. I think maybe I'll ask
No, Prabhuji,
my Guru Maharaj and come back on this.
Hare Krishna, it is a size of, it is a size of 1/10,000 of a tip of a hair.
That is a soul size, correct. Soul size is 1/10,000 of the tip of the hair.
Yeah.
And it is also given in Bhagavatam that Dashangula, that is in 10 inches, like the size of a thumb. Yeah, the thumb size of the thumb, Paramatma is present. But is it for human beings or is it for every living entity the size of Paramatma is the same? Or is it indicative is something that we have to ask some devotees and find out.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, please.
Prabhuji, I have seen this somewhere that the size of the thumb, that is the subtle body when it reaches, that is why it takes 1 year, right? That for
Right.
transmigration. So that is when it the body actually reduces to the size of the thumb until it reaches to the next living entity
Right.
or wherever it has to go.
Yes, Mataji.
I think I've seen some better. If I get that picture, I'll post it. That is really good.
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, any other questions? Any other discussion points? We will stop early today. We'll take just darshan of Lord Damodar. It's a very wonderful month, Lord Damodar month. Okay, we'll take darshan straight from Mayapur. Okay, live from Mayapur. Let's take darshan, devotees.
Wow.
Yes.